of hours of meetings, revising our tactics, revising our resources. I would like our politicians again, and I've seen real signs of progress. I'm very grateful, by the way, at the weekend for the huge efforts that went in by so many people to try and bring the violence back off the streets. I mustn't underestimate that. But we need a total and utter condemnation of violence from everybody, not just the politicians, but those who've been standing at the side of these protests too. Secondly, I want to see an absolute reassertion of the rule of law in relation to the Parades Commission's position. You can't have public safety and unregulated parades. They don't go together. And I want to see a total assertion again that the only way to allow peaceful protest must be through proper notification, proper planning and proper regulation. And that needs to be a universal voice across the politics and from those who are community activists. And the last thing, of course, I would like to see, and it's a plea again, is for proper parental control over young people on the streets. People haven't been listening to that, but I think they will start to as the weeks unfold. Let me just add a note again about consequences. There's been enough said, I think, already about the consequences to the future in Northern Ireland. I've spoken about the consequences to policing if we have to continue diverting huge resources to deal with public order. I did say that there would be a thorough and prolonged investigation. Just again to say this, we're not living in a TV programme where you start an investigation and finish it within the hour. There is a huge amount of evidence gathering that's gone on in the past 6 weeks, and particularly in the last week. There are significant numbers of detectives working on this. And for those who remain committed to rioting and violence, I would say this: don't make it worse, because the knock on the door is coming. It is coming. I don't say that in a triumphal way. I don't say that in terms of a threat. But we are committed on behalf of the vast majority to the criminal justice process and to justice being seen to be done. There are many people currently in our footage who we are identifying and will be bringing before the courts in the near future. There have already been well over 100 arrests made. There will be many more made. And I don't want people out on the streets adding years to the sentence that will inevitably follow for those that have taken serious disorder out onto the streets. So thank you very much indeed. I say I'm sad that we're here again today. I do want to praise my colleagues again for their courage. We exercise great control over very volatile, unpredictable and dangerous situations. The violence is intense, it is serious, but it has been contained. The criminal justice strategy will continue now apace.